Is it working? Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. I'm very glad that people are well receiving this series. I'm making this episode much right afterwards. So knowing that the F9, the key that I used to like record, is also the key for the factions map mode. It's gonna be annoying because it might switch to this and out of it every time I like start or stop the recording. But anyway, this is the episode where we get things moving. Basically, we have chosen all our research like what's called all our research projects. We have chosen like what we want to build, the trade treaties. We have chosen our national focus, so we are pretty much ready to roll, how they say it. God damn, it's a little bit laggier than the last time I remember. I don't know why, but maybe if we start the time up, it will go on just smoothly. Maybe it's because, it's like nothing happening and perhaps it's not detecting any frames. God damn, the Soviet Union is having a lot of units on our border. Guys, boys, we would like to be friends, we would like to not have any problems over here, hopefully. Apparently this part is part of the Northern Balkans, and this part is part of the Eastern Balkans. Interesting. Alright, the low manpower problem is still a thing and we cannot really get rid of. I think it's because we have we have a volunteer only military service, and it's because we have recruited all of those units and started their production over here, like lots of units production. We don't have the best efficiency over here, but obviously, we can increase priority or decrease priority. Currently this one has highest priority and it will be done 11.6 per day, so it will be done in like one more day. Interesting. These ones will be done in like a year. So yeah. 10 of February, so like a month. Yeah, the submarines take a long time to be done. Actually, they'll be done in just like half a year. It's not that bad. The tanks also get only a few days. Alright, well, we have some pretty good production. I don't know, should we get to like speed number 2? I'm not, it's like the first time I'm playing these games, I'm not familiar with how speed should work. You know, whether you should like go on full speed and then pause and then need to make decisions, or go on the average speed and make decisions on the go. We don't have much to do in the first few years of the game. We are going to be at peace. We are not going to mind the things that are happening in the world. We will try, as I said, to hopefully get into an alliance with the Soviet Union. Obviously, you can play a lot more proactively. Like, there's nothing stopping us from just like declaring war on Bulgaria and just going for it. I think there is the fact that we're like mostly neutral and no war goal to justify a war declaration, right? So we will need to do something like, I don't know, stage a coup or boost party popularity, and then we could do something. But yeah, there's nothing stopping the player from being like an all-out aggressor with even like a small country. Like you could see something like Romania just going over and taking over Bulgaria, or I don't know, just trying to look around the world a little bit over here. China and Japan are going to duke it out over here very soon. There could be some action even in like South America. There's nothing stopping the players from doing that. You know, they could like attack each other, all those countries. But for the most part, that shouldn't be the case. Alright, the units are getting prepared. If I know how the game works at the very least. Let's see, let's just be sure though. So this one will be done at 1 o'clock on the 11th of January, and it's basically done at this point. Next one will be done at 10, and where do we produce it? Click to change the produced equipment. Alright, I just want to see like where are the units produced basically and where they go, you know. See if I understand the game a little bit better. Debrecen. We could also like invade Hungary, that would be something. Quite something. Yeah, I think they're produced over here and then just go and unify. What we should do is probably just create a new army. We'll need to select divisions. So it could have like Romania, like in the Second World War, had like 4 armies, if I remember correctly. 2 of them were kept inside the country for defense, and 2 of them were sent to the USSR when we went on the offensive. So I don't know, maybe we can have this one, this one over here to be like the army, the central army. Create new army. Alright, so you have 12 units. We will, let's see, we'll assign a commander. Petre Dumitrescu. I think it's good enough. We'll tell them to exercise. Oh, look at that, it's actually having an animation to exercise. How about that? We're apparently taking attrition over here. Wow, is the supply limit in like Bucharest so low? Wow, look at that, they are working it out over here. Oh, awesome. Or are they taking attrition because of the fact that they are in an army and they have not fully organized yet? I'm not sure. But there you go, we will make a second army over here. Can we like name our armies? Right click to select and to assign the selected divisions. We have Army 1 of Bucharest, there you go. Then we'll have these ones, we should form another army. We'll have like Army 2 of Moldavia, that's how it's spelled in English. Then we'll assign a commander. This is the only one available and we are pretty much out of commanders, so we will no longer be able to make any new armies. And we can tell them to exercise as well. Look at that, just mount off the horse and starting to do the push-ups. Yeah! I don't know why the guys in the mountains are not really that big of a fans. You know, they're on break right now, I get it. And yeah, still problems with lag a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, there are some animations that are going around. Like, I love the day and night cycle. This is very beautiful how it goes. You know how when it's night, you know, it goes up, and when it's day, you know, the light of day comes up. This is also very important in combat. You know, the day and night cycle does have an effect. Alright, well, we have formed the 2 new armies. What is this? The Romanian theater. Select all units in the current theater. Oh, the 2 armies that we have. One that has 12 force and one that has 10 force. We can have settings, reinforcements, priority. Well, they're currently our only theater, yeah. It's a little bit better to start with like a smaller country because you have less things to worry about. Now we might get completely overwhelmed by like the bigger countries, but hey, we'll try our best. Alright, so we have got some political power. Let us try and improve relations. Right, a daily cost of 0.4. We'll try to improve relations with the Soviet Union and hopefully it will work for now. Apart from that, non-aggression pact. The pact cannot be broken in the first 12 months of signing, and then and break the pact. You have 1,200 of their amount of division stationed along our common border. Interesting. Very interesting. Offer military access. Apparently they are not very interested into that. Base reluctance. They have the 5-year plan going for them right now. Alright, as of yet we are just waiting for our like national focuses to complete. We have the industrial effort going on right now. We will then, I think I might go for the political effort and just so I can go for the wow, why we fight technology sharing. That sounds pretty good. Just so I can go with the collectivist ethos, and maybe this will help us get closer to the Soviet Union. Armament effort, construction effort. We'll try to do more civilian research also once we finish the research that we have right now. We have started with like a lot of like military research, but we will do some more. As I said, the other kinds of research. I'm still mm, bummed out by the fact that these units are suffering attrition over here. I'm like, why do they attrition present 6%? Is it because it's winter and we really have that bad of like um, conditions over here? How about if we move them around? There you go. We just like move them out. They still suffer attrition. Oh, it's because of the exercise. There you go, as I expected. So the exercises do cause them to take attrition damage. I did not know that. It's totally fair and honest. Alright, what else are we doing over here? The constructions, I guess these things are going fine. I'm not exactly sure how they work. We're still producing artillery, support equipment, the light tank over here. Obviously the submarines, which take a long time, and the aircrafts. So we'll leave that for now. I guess we could go for like higher speed. There's really not much happening, not even like random world events. Research is going to take its time to happen. National unity is like currently at 70%. Not sure if that's very helpful. It should be better. Industrial effort. You'll still have like 26 more days until it's completed. Yeah, we're not doing very well, and I think the reason for that is because you have like the National Liberal Party is in charge, but it only has like 20% popularity right now. So yeah, interesting companies. Yeah, it's a little bit weird on the traduction, not translation efforts. You know, the game developers did their best. You know, they have like translated a lot of the things, but it's very hard to translate all of them. If you wanted to, you need to have like a specialist from like each country for each language. So yeah, you know, I guess it would have been better to just like make it all in English and just go for that. But then again, there are some very fanatic players of this game who want like complete 100% historical accuracy. 50% research bonus for industry. What do the other ones? Let's while we have time, let's check out what they do actually. This one adds like building slots, and this one adds building slots for military factory. Alright, this one adds infrastructure, more building slots, 2 building slots for this one, extra research slot, very good. 50% reduced penalty for the nuclear technology, and 50% research bonus for electronics, nuclear technology, and rocket technology. Very interesting. How about that? We get to like use rockets beforehand. There's also the rocket effort over here, but we will need to like do the aviation effort. Special forces, navy. How about this thing? What did this do? More political power, very good. Requires political effort. None of this must be true. Focus will cancel if the prerequisites are not met. Interesting. Uh-oh. The remilitarization of Rhineland. We kind of expected that to happen. The Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reaction from France and Britain have so far been muted. It is no more than the Germans walking into their own backyard, the political commentator in Britain observed. Yeah, it's not really like that, but you know. Alright, so we finished the industrial effort. So we will go for I am not exactly sure. Let's go for political effort, as we said. Alright, and let us keep on reading over here. Gains national spirit, collectivist ethos. Interesting. Then we have the internationalism focus. Yeah, but for this one to get, we must have one of the must have either the non-aligned party or the Communist Party uh, as a ruling party, which currently don't have because it's like the National Liberal Party. Nationalism focus. Oh, look at that! They spread out twice. We have collectivist and the liberty ethos, and then we have like internationalism versus nationalism. So it's like communism versus fascism, and then here we have like neutrality versus interventionism. Interesting. Very cool, I have to say. Look at that small little animation, how we are focusing on the political effort. That is neat. Alright. Doing lots of stuff around here. I guess. I think, at least. Because I have 15 military factories. Could assign more factories to these things. But I'm just leaving them at that. We have no, like, you know, no need to rush things up. We really don't have any manpower though. We are in very bad condition manpower-wise. 50% of the eligible core population available. 18 million. Interesting. Right, how are the exercise going, boys? Yeah, pump it up. Pump it up, give it up. Give them all they got. Yeah. Alright, well, it's an interesting thing. I thought the exercises are a new thing. They weren't in Hearts of Iron 3, if I remember correctly. So it's good that we have them. We could make one more army, but if we make it, it will not have a commander. Basically, we can make this army over here and call it the Army 3 of Transylvania. I'm not sure if that's how it's spelled in English, but there you go, we have it. But we don't have any more commanders. Oh, we can use like some there you go, some military, I mean political power, and we have a new commander, Victor Lupescu, newly recruited, and you can start exercising. Boys, keep it up. Do you think we have any time for rest over here? Just keep on at it. Alright, so we have 3 armies all around the country, all with their commanders and units, and currently on exercise mode. So things are going on alright. How are things going with the Soviet Union so far? We can keep pushing the improved relations, I think. Send again. Offer military alliance. I mean military access. Guarantee independence. Ask to join faction. What does this require? Soviet opinion. Romania is a player that gives us 20. Interesting. Base reluctance. Has strategic reasons to be hostile to Romania and different ideology. Yeah, it's like because of Bessarabia they don't really like us. It's a little bit unfortunate, but hopefully can get past that once we get into non-aggression pact. Start land lease. This is very interesting. You can send in volunteers. Other countries in their war efforts as long as they're not our allies, and expeditionary forces for allies. Return expeditions. This is the expeditionary force is a cool thing that has been in previous Hearts of Iron, and they are not in any other game. Like the ability to send troops to help another country without having to be at war with the country that they are at war. You know, it's something that it's very neat and interesting. Our researches for support weapons, heavy tank, and anti-aircraft guns are going to be completed very shortly. Alright, very happy that the training goes along pretty well. I hope I'm not losing too much manpower on the attrition for the training. Man, look at this weather, just like raining and snowing all the time. I think it's more the raining now because it's May. Kind of like in real life, you know. Let's see. If you click on a province, what details do you get? We have the slots, and our intel tells us that there are 4 factories in this state. You have the population. Resistance can only grow in fully occupied non-core states. Click to drop a nuclear bomb. Wow, there's actually a button for the nuclear bombs. Wow, alright, that's interesting. We have the weather effects, currently is rain, and the terrain, forest, which reduces the air support availability, good enough. Hills, minus 5%. What do we have for mountains? There you go, mountains. Division attrition plus 40 and minus 10% for air support. Alright, what do we have for cities? Alright, we have finished. Minus 50% air support. Towed and support weapons, there we go. So as I said, let's start some civilian research for now. Engineering or industry. Synthetic oil, that sounds like good enough. We have finished political effort. Let's start electric engineering. We can modify our government. Alright, that's something new because we have like a lot of political power right now. We can hire a new advisor. Or we could change the conscription law. Volunteer only. Disarmed nation. Wow. It's even less than volunteer only. Limited conscription, extensive conscription, all adult service, oh, service by requirement, all adult service, trapping the barrel. I guess this is where you try and get every single thing that you have, like even youngsters. Alright, export focus. We could go for like free trade maybe. Actually, we should go let export focus. We have a lot of oil production. Civilian economy. We cannot go for early mobilization because yeah, we don't have like a ruling party that and no war tension. Very good. We shall select a military advisor then. Silent Workhouse, Prince of Terror. Okay, Communist Revolutionary. Okay, we will get it's a Gergedej. Oh my god. So early? That's something. That was that will be the person who will become the communist leader after the Second World War. So you can hire him as an advisor really early on. Alright, you are on board. Communism on the rise. While workers rise up against the oppressor around the world, those who claim have achieved class consciousness in Romania sit idly by and wait for change to come from within a political system so thoroughly corrupt only revolution could save us from it. So speak new voices in the Romanian communist movement, referring to the rule of penal as a dictatorship of the bourgeois, have begun calling for it to be brought out of power by any means necessary. Whatever those means will come from within or without remains to be seen. The chance of international support for a communist coup. Additional chances for a popular support for a communist uprising. I'm not sure. I guess maybe this. Alright, we seem to have world tension seems to have risen. Oh, we can select a new national focus. Let us not forget about that. Collectivist theory. Can we get this one? We don't have the things. Yeah, we don't meet the requirements. Alright, well then, if we cannot do that, how about we go for army efforts and start preparing that a little bit. And yeah, world tension has risen because of the remilitarization of Greenland. Also, Italy should be like at war with Ethiopia, if I remember correctly. Is guaranteeing independence of Albania. Yeah, they're doing that, but they will actually want to like occupy it, if I remember correctly. Look at this guy, King Zog, Prince Paul. Yeah. Boris the Third, and our like Armand Kalinescu out of the Regency Council. Alright, things are going pretty well. We're doing research all along. We are almost finished on the heavy tank, which we should have had since like 1934. Synthetic oil is going to take some time. Electronic engineering as well. Let us check um, before we end this episode. Let us check what other things we can do over here. So we have radio. We have mechanical computing. Those take such long times to do. Radar technology is pretty cool. Spanish Civil War. Oh, this is an important event. Nationally, Spain declared war on Spain, on actual Spain. Decimetric radar. Encryption. Computing machine. Decryption. Okay, these are pretty cool. Improved decimetric radar. Centimetric radar. Computing machine, even more radars. Alright, so all these things are either radars or encryption. And for the atomic research, we have the nuclear reactor, we have experimental rockets, which are way ahead of time right now. Rocket engines, nuclear bombs. Would be very cool to get those relatively early. I think I'm going to go for in like more production though. Civil war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamiento, and a large portion of the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. The nationalist faction has occupied much of Spain, including the overseas territory. Loyalist forces and volunteers have assembled under the left-wing Republican government, determined to resist the putsch to their last breath. The battle for Spain will begin. Alright, and look at that, world tension rising! There you go. The German right have already sent 2 volunteer divisions to the nationalist Spain. So we have this. Alright, so this is like the nationalist Spain with black, and we have like the Republican Spain. We could send our own volunteers actually. Send volunteers, but yeah, we can't really do that because we are not we're limited by our democratic country and our neutral foreign policy. Unfortunately, that's a problem which we cannot really solve right now, but maybe in future episodes. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this second episode of like Hearts of Iron 4. I was about to say like this war of mine. Let's call the save like save 1. There you go, just for commodity. Things are going okay, I guess. I'm slowly learning about more and more about the game, and probably after I finish the playthrough, I'll know how to play it properly. But for now, you know, we have some armies. We tell them to exercise. We are doing research and national focus, and we are carefully observing the world events. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. Leave a like and a favorite as always, helps a lot, and I'll see you next time with what I'm going to make. Bye bye.